Let's see, on Friday of not last week, the week before, we made the call based on a conversation with Rhino that we should pivot the project. And what we kind of came to the point of view was, in light of the crisis, that continuing the project of where we were going and particularly doing customer interviews was probably not the right time, not the best use of resources, not the recommendation we would give Rhino.
We had some late night conversations last night about should we go remote, and we decided to do that mostly, as Jared mentioned, from a cultural standpoint, like to help people feel good and safe, and there's an optics component to that as well. You got to be careful that you don't appear insensitive, but the super tricky thing running a business is you also got to try to stay in business.
This is awesome. This is awesome for you guys to learn. Honestly, they talk about the jungle. This is exactly what it's all about. You never know what the hell's going to happen, and you have to pivot. And we've been going in this economy and everything's been gravy, and then all of a sudden all your plans have to shift, and you have to decide if you're going to react in a way that benefits you and your loved ones and the people that count on your business, or you're going to wither and die and curl up in a ball and cry on the floor. So, you know, we can't control the things that happen to us. We can only control how we react.
The decision's almost being made for us, but
like education likes to say, nope. What they say is the plan has not been disrupted. We are online. When the real world is the plan is disrupted. What do we do? That's the world we want to have the students experience.
What we're starting on now is what does Rhino do right now to make sure that they can stay afloat and keep cash flow moving fluidly, so that they can take care of their company, their logistics, their culture, their employees, and all of that.
Kind of like, what are Rhino's priorities? What are the risks that are going on? What are things that they can do to mitigate those risks? And what are what is a possible action plan moving forward? And then there's the second part to that, is that we're doing what can LBS do to help Rhino and their clients, and then what can LBS and Rhino do together to help the community as a whole through this COVID-19 crisis.
Our sense is too much of higher education is worried about the process. How do I teach online? How do I record my lectures? How do I keep my plan going? How do I make sure my students are safe and comfortable and everything feels as it is? And when we do that, what we do is we create a artificial and false reality, which is that there is a plan and everything's going along. When in fact, if you looked at business, you looked at government, you look at nonprofits, they're all changing plans. They're all dealing with disruption. They're all trying to improvise. They're all nervous. They're all anxious. And the more we protect students from those experiences, we think the less equipped they'll be to face the inevitable challenges that they're going to face later on in life. And we want students to grow, and we want to coach them through that process so they can get stronger and better and be better leaders. Right? This is the jungle. This turns out the jungle's not just in the class, it's in real life, and there's viruses in the jungle. For us, it was actually a pretty easy pivot, to be honest. I mean, we had everybody on Microsoft Teams. We had an all-hands meeting with most of our class 30 minutes in. We said, hey, we're pivoting all online. Here's how it's going to look. Set up a meeting invite. Off we go. I think LBS was made for moments like this.
Yay.
Hey.
Great work.
It's been a wild ride these past few days.